5 Senses has been purchasing from Long Miles for the last couple of years, but most of that business has been via distance, and that relationship, can go to places, I think, via distance, but it's always good to get on the ground, put faces to email names and whatnot, and so this trip, for us was to unpack what's actually happening here, with the hope to also see if we can do more, if we can be a greater partner, if that's a possibility, what that might look like.
At the time, I just wanted to source coffee, but I didn't want to just source coffee. I wanted to source coffee and make a difference in farmers' lives. I didn't want to just be a coffee trader. I wanted to be a coffee trader with a chance for transformation. And so we saw that in Burundi, it was in the second or first poorest country in the world. 30% of the GDP comes from coffee. And so here you have a chance to work in the very sector that can change lives and transform communities. We started looking at the rest of the country, and one of the things that when we started Long Miles was there was a responsibility for transformation. We were challenged by some mentors about if we can do this and it works and we're seeing transformation, is there some kind of a responsibility or essentially I guess responsibility is the best word of to reproduce what we're doing and to see it multiply, to impact more communities.
Another word that I heard, or another topic that I heard quite repeatedly, was this idea of transformation. I think that y'all are going about doing that in a lot of different ways. It's very obvious that that is happening. I think one of the most encouraging kind of elements of what y'all are doing was via that Coffee Scout program. And a big part of that for me is I had heard that term kind of floated around with Long Miles.
Okay, yeah.
And but I got a lot of clarity around that.
We figured out that we really have to be investing at a farm level. How do you do that? We said, well, what about Coffee Scouts? What started off as hiring 6 young people from the Collines, training them in basic agronomy, using integrated pest management, has now become a 26-member team of Coffee Scouts, so really junior agronomists / community workers /
Feet on the ground.
Feet on the ground. And I remember at the end of 2014 thinking before, if we try to get a message out to the community, we'd have to wait until Sunday in some communities, gather at church, send a message. Now it's just a live data feedback because we've got people living on the hills and it's just coming in. If we need to get a message out to farmers, no problem. We can reach. It's incredible to think, and this is the beauty of Burundi, is you can reach 4,700 farmers with 26 Coffee Scouts.
Yeah, that's crazy. I am encouraged to see lives changing. That's a big reason why I got into coffee. And it's been a great week, and it's good to see that in action, educating people.
You weren't put off by the mess of it? Because it's messy.
Life's messy, even at the consuming side, it's
that's true.
It's actually been pretty interesting to see some of at the end of the day, we're all people.
Yeah.
And some of the things that can lead to a better life, to better education, their psychology issues or social issues, just decency, treating each other well, appreciate the time. Thanks for hosting us.
Yeah, you're so welcome anytime. I think what I've gone away with this week is just open conversations, dialogue. And I think, as I said to you, was it 2 days ago? I was like, you guys are thinking 3 years down the line. And that's really refreshing, to be honest.
Cool.
Because that's how we're thinking. We're thinking, we've got an agroforestry project we want to start, and it's like, it's 35 years minimum. is the timeline we're thinking. So, so it's great to be connected to people who are in it. Like, yeah.